Let's talk about what happens after. Hello, my YouTube family. So what we need to do is take another look in. This is going to be the second video in our series on radioactive / preparing for World War III type of things. Kind of get our minds in the right places. This video is a little bit more up to date. It actually deals with some more simplistic science that everybody can understand. And I hope you enjoy it. Here we go.
The full scope of a nuclear detonation is almost unimaginable. Hopefully, no one will ever experience another of these catastrophic incidents. But there is a scientifically supported plan of action that could save hundreds of thousands of lives in the area surrounding a nuclear explosion. So what is this plan, and what exactly would it protect us from? To create their destructive blast, these weapons harness the power of nuclear fission, in which an atom's nucleus is split in two. This process produces an incredible amount of energy, and in some materials, the neutrons produced by one fission are absorbed by nearby atoms, splitting additional nuclei. These chain reactions can produce a range of explosive yields, but let's consider an explosion equivalent to 10,000 tons of TNT. An explosion like this would create a fireball capable of decimating a few city blocks and a shockwave damaging buildings several kilometers away. There is tragically nothing that can be done to save those in the fireball's radius. However, for those in the shockwave and beyond, our scientifically supported protocol could be life-saving. And though it may sound surprising, the best way to stay protected before, during, and after a nuclear detonation is getting inside. Similar to protecting yourself from tornadoes or hurricanes, getting and staying inside a sturdy building would offer protection from the explosion's shockwave, heat, and radiation. The shockwave of energy would travel several kilometers beyond the fireball's radius in the first few seconds. Sturdy buildings within that range should be able to withstand the shockwave, and staying in the centers and basements of these buildings also helps provide protection from heat and flying objects. Finding shelter is especially important if the fireball occurs close to the Earth, as it will pull thousands of tons of dirt and debris several kilometers into the atmosphere. As the fireball cools, unstable atoms created by the nuclear fission mix with the debris to produce the most dangerous long-term effect of a nuclear detonation: radioactive particles called fallout. These sand-sized particles emit ionizing radiation, capable of separating electrons from molecules and atoms. Exposure to massive amounts of this radiation can result in cell damage, radiation burns, radiation sickness, cancer, and even death. Created several kilometers up, dangerous concentrations of this material would be driven by upper atmospheric winds, potentially leading to hazardous levels of fallout in areas up to tens of kilometers downwind. Thankfully, the same buildings that offer protection from the blast are even better at guarding against fallout. Radiation is reduced as it travels through space and mass. So while a broken window and sealed window both have the same minimal effect on radiation, thick layers of steel, concrete, and packed earth can offer serious protection. And since fallout gives off half of its energy in the first hour and 80% in the first day, staying inside for 24 hours could dramatically improve the odds of avoiding the most serious effects of radiation. Following the blast, there would be at least 15 minutes to find shelter before the fallout begins. Since the most hazardous fallout particles are the heaviest, they sink through the air and collect on streets and rooftops, making ideal shelters underground or in the middle of high-rise buildings. But if someone were to get caught in the fallout, there are still measures they could take. After finding a safe space, they should remove their shoes and outer layers, wash any exposed skin, and store the contaminated clothing far away. Once inside, plan on staying there for at least 24 hours. If the shelter is poor or someone inside needs urgent medical attention, try seeking outside help after an hour. But ideally, stay inside and stay tuned for more information from first responders. While electric power, cell service, and internet would be down, most radios would likely survive, so listen in for emergency responders to determine the safest course forward. Nuclear weapons are some of the most powerful tools of destruction on Earth, and it may seem naive to put faith in these straightforward protective measures, but studies and simulations have repeatedly shown the benefits of getting inside. So while we'll hopefully never need to, remember to get inside, and stay tuned.
I hope you guys got something out of that. Here's the key takeaway. If you stay inside your house during the initial wave, that if you survive the blast and the heat wave and you're still inside your house, that heavier first 15 minutes to 48 hours, that's going to be the heavier particles that are going to be falling down. You're not going to want to be out in that at all. It's going to have like no half-life whatsoever. It's going to be very, very strong stuff. So stay indoors no matter what it is. After that, after the half-life starts to go down, after the heavier particles have already settled someplace else, you're going to need protective equipment. Down below, links to a field protective mask that is very affordable and will fit almost everybody. If you need a child field protective mask, click down below. Get down below in those messages, say, I need a child field protective mask. I will get you a link and you'll be able to get one for whatever size kid that you have. It's really important that you have this protective gear so that you can move out of that buffer area. And here's why. Let's stay where you are, so that because everything that you're inside of has been irradiated and is now not only coated with this material, but is actually pushing radiation into your house. A lot of people don't think about that. Also, houses were made very differently in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and even into the 60s. Now our construction is not quite the same. All right. Hope you guys got something out of this, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you decide to support the page. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the link below. If it didn't take you directly to it, you can just hit the support page. That's what it should look like. All you have to do is either hit the Patreon symbol or the join button. Doesn't matter. Just hit it and that'll get you started. It's $3 a month for 30-ish days of work from me. The price of a Starbucks coffee. So until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.